Yes! We're back in the Champions League. Back in the Champions League. I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved. You know, this is what we've all been waiting for the whole season. And there was doubts around us making top four. You know, we had, through the whole season, we had ups and we had downs, we had ups and we had downs. And we finally made it today. And the best part of it was, we didn't have to rely on any other team to do us favors. We done it ourselves. These players today showed mentality. They showed they had some sort of mentality to take all of that pressure of getting into top four and getting it over the line. Remember, this is the youngest team to qualify for Champions League football since Leeds in 1999-2000 season. This is a big deal for the squad because we all know they're young. There's no leaders really in the squad apart from Reece James, who today had a fantastic game once again. Led by example, the way he rallied the troops, you know, every chance he had, he was shouting at players, telling them what to do. A true captain's performance today, and even him himself had a great game. But like I said, this is the first team that's so young to qualify for Champions League since Leeds in 1999-2000 season. So fair play to Enzo Maresca for getting this done. You know, I've been very critical of him throughout the season. There's certain things I don't like what he does, the way he sets us up, the way we play. There's a lot of things that we can talk about Enzo Maresca that I don't like. But I'm also man enough to say I will give him credit where it's due to get us over the line. He set up today, the players he selected was all spot on today. We went out there and executed the game plan, and it was Maresca's game plan. So fair play to Enzo Maresca. Am I convinced with him? Not yet. I'm not convinced with him, but we'll see what next season holds for us and how he performs next season. But today is not about any negatives. We're putting all the negatives aside for another day. It's all about enjoying the moment. Finally, we waited 3 years to see our team back into the Champions League, competing against the best teams in the world, trying to win the Champions League. This is all we could ask for. And this is not me celebrating us making top four. This is me celebrating for all fans and myself to see my team back into the Champions League, because I said it how many times this season in my videos that I don't want to see Chelsea ever again in the Conference League or Europa League. And anything could have happened today. Anything could have happened. We could have finished outside of top 5. And it would have been a meltdown across the fan base. I'm just happy that we made Champions League football. And now the ball is back into the director's court. It's back into the owner's court. What are they going to do in this transfer window coming up? Are they going to strengthen the right way? The players that we need to strengthen and go into next season and challenge for all trophies available? Or are they going to continue with the same mediocre style of squad building? That is what I want to see now. And I know a lot of people are going to say, the squad isn't ready to play in the Champions League. Now let's play in the Champions League and let's see what happens in the Champions League. Unless this team gets a reality check, these directors and these owners won't change their model. And hopefully in this transfer window coming up, they can strengthen the team properly this time, going into next season or going into the Club World Cup. We need a proper striker, we need a proper defender to partner Levi Colwill or Trevor Chalobah. We need to bring Petrovic back. I'm not convinced what Sanchez. He's been good of recent, but throughout the season, he wasn't good enough to stay as a number 1. We have to look at all these type of holes in our team, and we need to strengthen the right way. If we do that, I promise you, we will win trophies next season. So the ball is in the sporting director's court and the owner's court. What are they going to do now that we're back into the Champions League, where we belong? And that is all I wanted, to see my team back into the Champions League, competing for every single major trophy out there. So now they need to strengthen the squad properly for Enzo Maresca. He proved that he can do it with a young team. We got us top 4. Now we need to back him. If he's going to stay, you need to back him. Like I said, I've been critical of Enzo Maresca, but if he's going to stay, you need to back him properly. Because next season with the same team, he's not making top 4. He's not making top 4. Every other team is strengthening in the Premier League. We saw Liverpool moving mad, Man City, Arsenal. Surely Newcastle is going to go into the market because they're going to play Champions League next season. All these teams in the Premier League is going to be much stronger next season. So we have to do the same if we want to stay in Champions League football. And if we want to compete for all trophies available, we're going to have to strengthen the proper way. And this is what I hope that the sporting director is going to do and the ownership. But people, I'm so happy that we made Champions League football. And credit to the guys, our defense today was solid. I questioned why Chalaba was dropped, but Dawson was phenomenal today. He had a great performance. Levi Colwill as well, deserved man of the match. He got the winning goal for us. Reece James led by example, a proper captain's performance. We saw Cucurella as well, having a game of his life as well. Just locking Nottingham Forest down. Yes, they had chances to score goals, and Chris Wood fumbled it. But when the team had to defend, they had to defend it properly. They defended well. Sanchez did well in goal as well. No mistakes from him. Caicedo, again, this guy is the first player since Cesar Azpilicueta in the 2018-2019 season to start every single game for Chelsea Football Club, and the first midfielder to start every single game for Chelsea in the Premier League season since Frank Lampard, the first midfielder to do so. And Caicedo is just a beast. What a player. What a gem of a player this guy is. Again, 10 out of 10 from Caicedo. He ran the midfield. And then our attackers came short, but Neto got an assist at the end of the day for Levi Colwill's goal. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy we made the Champions League football. And the best part of it is that we didn't rely on other teams to do us favors. We done it on our own. And this is how it should be. We shouldn't be asking for handouts from other teams to do us favors, to beat a certain team that we're competing with to make top 4 or top 5. We done it on our own at the end of the day. We didn't have to look at any other team, what they doing. We handled business, and we had to win to secure Champions League football without looking at other teams doing us favors. And I'm super happy for that. And like I said, again, fair play to Maresca, fair play to the players. At the end of the day, they done something that it hasn't been done since, over 20 years, 25 years was the last time a young team like this qualified for the Champions League. And this is not me praising Bluco or praising the system or the structure of how we recruit players and all of that. This is me stating facts at the end of the day, and I'm proud of my team. And now, like I said, it's up to the owners and the sporting directors. Let's see what they do, because at the end of the day, if they don't back Maresca properly and get him the right experienced players that he needs to elevate this team, we're not qualifying for Champions League next season. This is going to be very difficult for us next season, playing Premier League and Champions League, because normally when you try to balance both and you don't strengthen properly, we go through what Aston Villa went through, we go through what Newcastle went through. We will drop in the Premier League, we will struggle to make top 4 and also try to compete in the Champions League. We need to strengthen properly this transfer window coming up, and as well for the Club World Cup, to give it a go and try to win the Club World Cup as well. So the first trophy we start with is on Wednesday, the Conference League. Even though I don't rate the Conference League, we're in the final, we need to win it. We need to win it, complete the set. And I never want to see us in the Conference League again. Only Champions League from now on. We are here, let's stay here. So it's all up to the sporting directors and the owners at the end of the day. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. My dear people, this is not really like a review of the match, because at the end of the day, the job was done. The objective was met. We made top 4. We're in the Champions League. That's all I care about. Next season, I will demand trophies. I will demand trophies next season. At least a domestic cup, a run for the Premier League, and a good run in the Champions League as well. Minimum, that's bare minimum for me next season. Because I tweeted this out recently. It's 8 years since last we won the Premier League title. I said it, I don't want to go a decade without winning the Premier League. I don't want us to become Arsenal. I don't want us to become Liverpool. I want to see my team lift a Premier League in the next 2 years. Minimum. So hopefully we strengthen properly in this transfer window coming up. By these people, that's it from me. If you enjoyed this video, and if you're happy that Chelsea made Champions League football, give this video a like. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Comment your thoughts down below. Leave blue hearts if you're happy Chelsea made Champions League. If you want to say something else, leave your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, people. Peace.